Okay, today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your own homemade chicken soup. You're going to use 2 chicken cutlets, some frozen mixed veggies, pepper, bouillon cubes, I used 1.5, some bay leaves, carrots if you want to add more because we already have carrots in there, some green onion, half of a white onion, garlic, and 2 russet potatoes. That's it. Okay, so you're going to put your chicken in a cold pot of water, turn the heat on and bring it to a boil. While you wait for the pot to boil, start prepping your veggies. You're going to chop up your carrots, make a couple slices of your white onion, peel your potatoes, and chop up the potatoes in the size that you like. Put them in a bowl of cold water and set them aside while we prep the rest of our veg. Okay, so I took the outer layer of the onion and a little bit of the inside of the onion. I'm going to put that into the pot of chicken once it comes to a boil. I chopped up some green onion, sliced a little bit more of that white onion, garlic, 4 cloves of garlic. They're not that big. Chopped up the carrots. Potatoes are waiting for us over here in the cold water. And then there's our mixed veggie. Before we add the onion, garlic, and bay leaves, I'd like to skim off the foam that collects at the top. I guess it's impurities of some sort. But let's skim that off first, and then we'll add our onion, garlic, and bay leaves. I also added the 1.5 bouillon cubes at this point. 2 bay leaves. Those look pretty beat up. And the garlic. So once that comes to a boil, I'll skim off more of the foam and we can add the rest of our veggies. It's been 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, and look at all that foam that's already collected at the top. Skim it off, and we'll add the carrots, onions, and potatoes. I drained my potatoes. I'm going to add the carrots, onions, and potatoes, and I'm going to save the green onion and the mixed veggies until later. All right, everybody's back in the pool. So once it comes to a boil, we're going to turn it down to a simmer and simmer it at least about 15-20 minutes. If you want this to be a chicken noodle soup, get some boiling water and add a cup of your chicken bouillon from your pot. Bring that to a boil and add your pasta to it. Cook it for a minute or 2 less so it's al dente so it doesn't get too mushy. This pasta says to cook for 7 minutes if you want it al dente. So let's boil it for about 6 minutes and let it stand. Okay, my timer just went off. I'm just gonna turn the pasta off. It's been going for 6 minutes, and let's just let it sit there for a little bit. See how it's pretty al dente, but we're gonna add it to the soup once it's cooled down. Okay, back to the soup. It's come to a boil, so I went and turned it down to a simmer. I'm gonna put the lid partially on it so some of the steam can still escape, and we're gonna simmer that for about 15 to 20 minutes. You wanna just check your chicken, make sure it's fork tender. Okay, let's go ahead and drain the pasta so it can stay at this texture. Okay, so you wanna check your chicken and make sure it's fork tender, that it can shred apart easily. If it can, we can go ahead and shred it or chop it up. In my family, they like it chopped up, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, after we've chopped up our chicken, we're gonna take it back over here, put it back in the pot. I also added the mixed veggies and green onions. Turn the heat off. And now we're ready to serve beautiful, easy chicken soup. And there it is, your easy homemade chicken soup. Way better than anything you're gonna get in the can or at a restaurant, let's be honest.